Hello everyone, welcome to the Adiona Living channel where we share with you tips and tricks to help you live your healthiest, most productive lifestyle. And today we're going to be discussing productivity. I'm going to share with you 10 small changes that you can use to improve your productivity. There are more distractions than ever. We have social media, we have smartphones, so it's important that you have a game plan to help you stay productive. Stay tuned till the end of the video where I'm going to share with you an extension that I use on my computer to guarantee that I stay focused, whether I like it or not. So tip number 1, get up earlier. Some people work better at night, but there's a phenomenon called sleep procrastination where people will do unimportant tasks and push their bedtime later and later. And if that's something that you do, you may benefit from greeting the day earlier. Some people like to get up as early as 4 a.m. That's a little extreme, but even an hour earlier than you usually do, you may find that that's your most productive hour of the day. Number 2 is meditate. Meditation might sound like a scary, new agey concept, but it's as simple as just taking 10 deep breaths to focus on your breathing and closing your eyes and relaxing. You can just do that, or you can get an app like Headspace, as we discussed in our 10 favorite apps for a healthier lifestyle video. And it's a great way to train your mind to be present and to focus. Number 3 is don't check your phone and emails as soon as you wake up. It's very tempting, but you need to delay that as long as you can, at least until you've accomplished your first task of the day. Even if it's an urgent email, that's someone else creating that urgency. It's so easy to fall down the rabbit hole of checking through all your emails, and before you know it, it's noon and you haven't accomplished anything. So delaying checking it as long as you can will allow you to focus on what you have determined is important. On a related note, number 4, tidy up your emails. I use an extension called Unroll Me, which is unroll.me, and that helps me eliminate subscriptions to things that I don't want or aren't useful to me, so I can focus on the things that are, and it's going to compress all the things that I do want into one tidy little email. Number 5, use the Pomodoro method. This is a technique that was developed in the 80s, and it consists of breaking up your time while you're working into 25-minute intervals separated by short breaks. And it's hard on your mind to work continuously, so you're going to get to recharge during these 5 minutes, and then those 25 minutes are going to be very productive. Number 6, keep a bullet journal. If you don't already bullet journal, you can search online and you can find a lot of different creative ways that people use this type of journal, or you can look on our Adiona Living Pinterest page for some inspiration in the productivity section. But essentially all it is a streamlined version of the daily planner that's open to more customization, and it's a way to get a really good overview of what you need to do and what you need to accomplish month by month, day by day. And it's also a really great way to set goals, because the bigger your goals, the more you're going to get done. Number 7, tidy your desk. Now you have to be careful with this tip, because it's easy to use tidying and organization as a way to procrastinate from what we know we really need to be doing. But if you're somebody who is really sensitive to your environment, this can make a huge difference if you keep getting distracted because you see your messy desk. So take 10 to 20 minutes to do some intentional speed cleaning, or just leave the environment for a little while. Go to a coffee shop or a library and work instead. Number 8, time blocking. This is a concept where during a certain period of time, you have no distractions. You set aside however much time you need to accomplish a certain task, and you block everything else off and make the intentional decision to only work. You can use this in combination with the Pomodoro method that I discussed earlier, and the extension that I will discuss at the end of the video. And the key to this working is that you have to have a concrete plan for what you're going to do during that time period. I like to schedule exactly what I'm going to do and what times I'm going to do it between. If I don't get it done, then I learn from that and I plan better in the future. But putting a little bit of time pressure on your activities can help motivate some people. Number 9, focus on progress, not perfection. This one sort of speaks for itself. As they say, don't make the good the enemy of the perfect. Number 10, outsource and delegate. Sometimes we have to swallow our pride and ask for help. We have to ask ourselves, is my time best served by doing these tasks, or is there something else that I should be focusing on? And then even if you have to pay someone else to do it, if that's a better use of your time, then do it. Even that applies whether you work for yourself or work for someone else. And finally, I wanted to tell you about this extension that I use. It's called Stay Focused, and it's a free extension. You can also use something called Self-Control. And what that does is you put in the websites that are sort of your drug of choice. Maybe it's Facebook, maybe it's the BBC, whatever it is for you. And then you put in the amount of time that you're going to allow yourself to look at that per day, and say maybe it's 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes in a day, you are done. And it is really hard to bypass this. So that is gonna keep you focused if you find yourself using a certain website to procrastinate on what you really need to be getting done. And studies have shown that every time we get distracted, it can take 20 minutes to get back on track. So that's time completely wasted. So if you find yourself using these time wasters, then this is a great extension or app for the phone for you. Now it's your turn. What is your favorite productivity tip or trick? We want to know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed these tips, and subscribe if you want to continue to learn our tips for a healthier, more productive lifestyle. Have a great week. Bye.